when the sun is set high. And I believe you when you say that this is never gonna change. Say, would you like to spend your day with me always? Be brave, we don't need far too much, just stay brave beside me. Happy days, running on the open fields, yeah. Take on me, I'm worth your while. Honestly, I'm running a bit wild. Be brave, we don't need far too much, just stay brave beside me. Happy days, running on the open fields, yeah. And I believe you when you say that this is never gonna change. Say, would you like to spend your days with me? Oh, be brave, we don't need far too much, just stay brave here beside me. Oh, happy days, running on the open fields, we'll stay brave, yeah.
I saw her up on the hill, on her way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would help the ones that you could. No glimpse of doubt. But where are you now? Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. Let me lend you a hand. Let me in on the plan. Together we're stronger. Don't wait any longer now. Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been mistakes have settled. We're finally home. Down is up, we've been at the top. We're finally home. We're finally home.
Hey guys, as you can see, I've done the dishes and some laundry, which I've done 2 loads by now. Well, today I've done 2 loads and I'll be folding those later. But Jeff and I had to go to Walmart because some dummies at his job have been bringing alcohol in their water bottles. So now they have a new rule. They have to have clear water bottles. So we had to go hunt one. So we went to Walmart in a different town. We did find him one. He's used to using like a stainless steel one that's, you know, tough. This is probably going to be broken very quickly, but it's the only choice we had is this. That's the only one they had that was clear. So we got that, but we got some more things while we were there. We were looking, and we got some more things, and we'll show you what they are. Everything else we got was on clearance, except a few things, which you'll see that. We did not get any food or drink, even though Dr. Pepper was a little bit tempting, but I just looked away. I was actually thirsty. When I got in the truck, I got my water bottle, which is here. His is a green is it green? Black. It's a black one of these, isn't it? No, it's a green one of these. That's what he usually takes. So, it's about the same size. But either way, this is not as tough as this. And I just dropped this, so, you know. But anyway, I had my water with me. I was prepared. I got these for like 88 cents. Because these are some super soft socks. And then, one of our can openers that I got not long ago, it was like a little over a year ago, it started rusting. It wasn't supposed to. It's supposed to be stainless steel, so we got a new can opener. Don't know how good it's going to be, but we did that. And same thing with my little opener like this, which I use for like evaporated milk and stuff, or like juices. This was only like 90-something cents. The other one was like $6. But we got one of those. And because I've been using the cast iron a lot, I decided to get me some more of these that do better in cast iron, because the silicone, and y'all know I love silicone, it doesn't do so great with some of the cast iron. So I got this set. It was the cheapest way to do it, and it's supposed to be stainless steel, and it was like $7. It was like 6, or was it 5 something? It was 5 something for this. So it's 4 things. It's just, I didn't really need all of this. I didn't need the spoon or the spaghetti thing, but it was either this way or pay $8 for just a spatula. I chose this. So we got that. And then we got these things that Jeff is going to hit me in the face with. We got some buckets. We got 2 of them. And they're the Lazy Susan buckets. We got 2 of them for whenever we go fishing or something. They were $6 each. They were $5.99, so we went ahead and grabbed those. And this is allowed in Mr. Tom's thing. It was just food and stuff I can't have. These things that I got. But I was tempted about the Valentine's candy too, because today's the day after Valentine's Day. But I didn't even look at it. I chose not to make myself, you know, I chose not to look at it. And then we got these. How much are these normally? Like $5 or $6 or more?
Yeah, $4.
Oh, $4 or something. Anyway, they're hangers for bows or guns whenever you're hunting, or you could do it in your house. And I don't know if y'all have ever noticed it or not, but my crossbow is sitting beside my bed. On one side is my bow, on the other side is my quiver. So Jeff's got the arrows, I've got the bow. Anyway, I don't really know if I want to put a hole in the wall like that, but I thought about it. What do you think? But these are actually for, like, whenever you're hunting, right? That one's got a thing on the end. This one doesn't. A cover. All of them have things on the ends except that one. Wait a minute, I can't see that one. Nope, all of them's got it except the one. Alright, and then we needed another, some more packing tape because I bought some packing tape years ago on clearance. It was like little bitty rolls. I bought a bunch of them. Well, we ran out a couple days ago. So we were looking and we found this tape gun with the tape and all, and it's got like a soft thing. Got it. And then Jeff saw these right above it, and they were on clearance. So we went ahead and grabbed 2 more. So we have 4 rolls, which will probably, unless we get to do what we want to do and move away from here, they'll probably last us about 8 or 9 years. I don't know. Probably not that long, but they last us a long time because we don't use a lot of it, but you need it sometimes. And then the most exciting thing was this. And I've been looking at it for, I don't know, years. It's a 15-inch cast iron skillet. It was $6.47. So I got it. But they're normally a lot more than that, but I've been wanting one for a long time, so it won't even fit on my stove. I have nowhere to store it. Well, it'll fit on the stove, but only by itself. But I have nowhere to store it, so I'm going to have to store it in the oven. But that's our Walmart haul. Our weird clearance and needed Walmart haul, all because his job made us have to go buy one of these. But the thing is, I told him while I was on the phone that you can still have alcohol in these. There's clear alcohol. I don't know what they're doing. But whatever. He bought it. And I guess when it breaks, because most likely it will, we'll have to just go get a new one because he needs his water. So now we're about to cook, or I'm going to cook. Are you going to help me cook, or I'm going to cook by myself today? I don't know. Just hang out with me. You don't have to do anything. It's just up to you if you do anything. But you don't have to do anything. Ta-da! You want to put the packing tape away? Ah! He's dropping his buckets. Anyway, I'm not going to use any of my new stuff because I want to wash it first. Clean it up. But we're going to go ahead and wash this too, so he can use it tomorrow. But anyways, we're going to go cook. I'm doing fajitas, but I thought about changing it to burrito bowls, but we don't have any black beans cooked. And that will take too long. So, would we want burrito bowls without black beans? We could put a different kind of bean. I don't want to put chili beans in it. We could do... What other beans do we have? We've got garbanzo, but I don't think that'll be good. Oh no! One of these is longer than the other one. It came from Walmart. Seriously, one of them's longer than the other one. That's crazy. Oh well, I'm going to throw them in the washer, and I'm going to wash them, and maybe one of them will stretch or the other one will shrink. One or the other. It's okay, I just wear them around the house. They're just soft, and they have aloe in them. So, we're going to start cooking. We'll figure out what we're going to cook, and then we'll tell you. Okay, so Jeff is over there, and he's going to be cutting up the meat. He's doing it the way he did stir fry the other day. And I'm going to cut up the vegetables. And these bell peppers are just a little bit frozen still. But that's alright. We don't mind that. And some of them are not even the same ones. We've got some orange ones that are here that are already cut up. Ooh, they're freezing my hand too. But if you take them and run them under some water, they'll thaw some. and then you can just chop them up easily. So there's me some bell peppers. That one looks like it's got a little spot on it. I don't like that. Alright, and I'm going to cut up the tomato. I know this has a spot on it. These are fresh. We had 6. But now we have 5. But now we're going to... Hello? We're going to have 3 now. That's what I'm saying. No, 2. Because I'm using 3. And I put that in, like, toward the end. It's not growing, is it? Oh, no. We can't use this because it's growing. We're going to put it in a yard plant. Jeff did that before. I don't know how true it is. And any of y'all who do know, let me know. But I read articles saying not to eat tomatoes that were sprouting. I don't know if it's true. I know we've taken quite a few of them and composted them or put them in the garden because they were sprouting. This one looks alright. So we may only have 1 tomato left unless we just do 2 today. Then again, I don't know what this one's the next one's gonna look like once I cut it open. It's sprouting too. What to plant it? Do what? No, we've got 1. We've got 1 that's not sprouting. Hopefully we'll have 2 or 3. We can just plant the others though. We can plant them. This just feels like a waste, especially now that I can't. I know that it like turns into something else, but like it'll be compost or something. Nope. Okay, so we have 1 tomato that was not sprouting, which feels kind of disappointing. But we've had them over there since January, and it's the 15th of February, so they've been there for a little bit, but we got them, they were a little bit green, so they would last a little longer. And we should have ate them last week, I guess. I don't know. Y'all tell me if I've been wasting tomatoes. Which actually, I don't waste them. I use them as compost, or I use them as we plant them. But I don't know. It just feels wasteful to me whenever I can't eat them. And I don't know if it's true. Like, I don't know. I never actually had one that did that until a few years ago. We cut a tomato and it was sprouting. Oh, this got bad on the outside. And that fell on the floor. There was a restaurant that we've gone to before. We haven't gone in I don't know how many years, but how long has it been since we've been to that restaurant that's over there next to Hardee's? It's been a long time, but anyway, it doesn't matter how long it's been. It's been years. But that restaurant, we got fajitas from there, and they had squash in them. It was good. And we've done it with squash a couple of times. good. It's just, I don't know, it just tastes good with squash in it, but we don't have any squash. Do we have anything else we can put in it since we don't have much tomato? More onion? How much more onion do you want? I'm putting 2. Onion is my favorite. I could eat the onion by itself. It's so good. Do you think we need more onion than this? That might be enough. Alright, so I've got this. This is what I'm going to use. It's for marinating. It's got onions, garlic, and paprika in it. And you're supposed to like soak your meat in water and all this stuff. We never do because I didn't read that whenever I first did it. So I just don't. We're going to use that and some of the adobo. And that's going to be our seasoning. So I'm going to move the camera a little closer to this and get other things started. Okay, so we got this hot now. I'm going to put some avocado oil in here, and I'm going to just cook everything separate kind of at first. That's the way I always do it. I cook the onions, then I cook the peppers, or I cook the onions, then I cook the meat, and then I cook the peppers. It's just according to how I decide to do it. But I'm going to put the onions in first. The tomatoes go in last, but they go in with everything once I put everything back in the pan. Jeff, will you get me an apron, please, since you're walking by them? But I do not, at this point, I don't season anything yet. It's got to be turned around. Thank you, sir. Can you fix it in the back? I got to start stirring this. Might have a little too high. I don't know. No, it's fine. Alright, but I'm not going to cook the onions until they're completely done. I'm just going to kind of get them started. And then once they're the way I want them, I'm going to put them into this bowl. And then I'll put the meat in and do it the same way. I'll cook it. And I will cook it almost completely done. And I will season the meat. Then I'll take it out, put it in the same bowl with the onions. Then I'll do the peppers. And then once the peppers are to the point where I want them, I put everything back in. And then I put the tomatoes in. And then we eat after it cooks for a few minutes and gets happy together. That's the way I do it. I don't know how other people do it. I don't know if have I ever seen anybody else make fajitas other than like crock pot fajitas. I mean, I've seen people do it on a Blackstone or like a griddle, but not like on their stove top, I don't think. I don't know. But this is the way I do it. And it turns out really good. And we eat it with tortillas and some queso and salsa if we want it, with some tortilla chips. And when I say tortillas, I mean like flour tortillas. And sometimes we have like a side of rice or something. Do we want rice or anything? I could do some refried beans if you want them. And you can see if that frozen lettuce is any good. If not, we can give that to the chickens. But we cannot give the tomatoes to the chickens, from what I understand. I could be wrong about that too. Alright, so we'll let them cook. Do we want to, do we want rice? Do you want rice? Ooh. Or refried beans? We have those that are the dehydrated beans that you just add water to, the hot water. You do some of them? Okay. Or they're either dehydrated or freeze dried. I don't know. I bought them from the store. That way, like forever ago, we bought them as like, I don't know. We've eaten them before. I'll be right back. I'll tell you. These ones. You just add water, so I'm gonna need some water in this. Need more. And I'll come back whenever these are closer to where I need them to be. Okay, so you might hear a few things. Noah's washing his hands. He's also, well, he just cleaned the table off, and he's going to set the table. And we're also heating up water for these refried beans. All you have to do with these is just add water, add hot water, boiling water to them to rehydrate them. And I sometimes add more seasoning. But I'm going to start taking these up, and then I'm going to get the meat in here and get it seasoned. And we like a lot of onions. Which is only 2 onions, but we just like a lot of onion in our fajitas, which I don't know if I have as much bell pepper as I normally do, but it's okay. I could always get one more out of the freezer, and it just takes a few seconds to get it cut up, or a few minutes, whatever. A minute or so. Alright, so now, put a little bit more oil. I'm going to put the meat in. What, baby? No? Food? You're not in control of that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning this. Put a little bit of adobo. Some of the onion might get back in there, but I did just wash my hands, so it's alright. Alright. I'm not going to try to move it around much, because some of it's not quite ready to move around. That's one thing whenever you're doing with an iron skillet. If you move it, it's going to just turn the meat up. If you move it before it's ready. If you just give it a few seconds, it'll be ready. And you'll be able to move it. See, that's just easy to move now. I'm not digging. I'm not trying very hard. I'm just barely touching it. See, that one's not ready yet. But I'm going to cook this meat until it's almost completely done. And then, whenever that happens, I'll put it back into there, or put it into there, and then I will do the peppers. And I already told y'all that already, so I'm going to shut up, and I'll be back when this is ready to put in there. Okay, so Jeff and I decided to do further research on the tomato situation, and I don't know where I got that from before, but everything we just looked at, and I looked at like 6 or 8 things. He looked at, I don't know how many. How many did you look at? He looked at 4 different things, and it said it is safe to eat the tomatoes. But what does it say to do? To get the seeds out? Oh. Well, we're going to take the tomato seeds out because I don't like the wigglies. or something. I don't know. We're going to eat them. So we're going to have extra tomato in ours today because I cut them all up. But if we don't, you know, if we get sick, I will tell you. But I don't think we will. He said he's eaten them like that before. The knife is over there. I already washed. Well, use whatever knife you want. I washed the knife I used. So, what do you... I don't understand what he's doing, but it's okay. He's doing it. He's filleting them, it looks like. Do you want me to get you a bowl to put them in? Okay, never mind. Anyway, we did more research. But every other time that has happened, we've put it in the compost or we planted them or something like that. So we didn't really waste them. But you know, whenever you can't go to the grocery store, you don't want to waste nothing. You don't even want to put it in the compost. You want to put it in your body. Right, Jeffrey?
In your belly.
Anyway, he's doing this. And I'm cooking the meat. And they're not sprouted that much. But yeah, he is taking the seeds out. But it's said that it's because of the time of the year. Or something. Wasn't that what it was?
I said overripe.
Overripe or the time. These are not overripe. They're definitely not overripe. Are they?
Oh,
Do they seem overripe to you? I mean, they barely have sprouted. Like, probably this morning. You think? What say you, sir?
I said it's gonna be good.
Alright, I gotta go check the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, and you can probably see what he's doing, but I think the meat needs to be taken up. Yeah, I think it's just about ready. There's a little bit of pink on some of it that I don't. It's a little pinker than it needs to be. Smells delicious. Does it smell delicious? You're eating tomatoes. Okay. Also, I have the oven on because we're going to heat up the tortillas, some tortillas. And I'm going to go ahead and take the meat out and put it in this bowl. I'm going to have an onion if you can have tomato. It's the best part. So good. Why do I like the onion so much?
Pretty good. Good for you.
But I didn't even like onions when I was a kid. And now, I want them with almost every single meal. Well, every savory meal. I don't want to eat them with pancakes. Or what I had this morning. I made cinnamon rolls for breakfast. And had oranges. We need to hurry up and eat those oranges though. Because they're getting a little dry. We don't have many left. Alright, so now I'm going to put the peppers in. Try to get some of that water off so it doesn't, like, burn me. Do you think we should have done more pepper? That's not much pepper compared to water. Oh, I forgot. I thought it was a tomato. Do you think we should do more pepper? But we got more in the freezer. These are still partially frozen. That's why everything calmed down. It's that thing. We're going to have a lot of tomato now. Except what you eat. Alright, if we add more of that, I will tell y'all. But, right now, that's what we have. And the camera's not in the right spot. That's alright. The oven's preheated. Alright, so over there, he's going to put some chips on the pan. Noah's probably not going to eat many, he said. We don't need a ton, just a few. But we're going to heat them up like they're doing. Well, I think they actually cook them in most restaurants, some restaurants anyway. But we're going to fry them up. But we're going to heat them up because that's what we can do. Because we're not making them from scratch. I don't know. I'm not going to eat a ton, but I want some. Watch out. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. If not, we'll eat them cold. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to stick them in the oven. But now I'm going to turn the oven off because we just want them to warm up. We don't want them to cook any. We just want them warm. And we won't open the oven again until we need to take them out. Where's the lime juice? There it is. I found it. What is it? He just made it, see, a little while ago. Will you go ahead and get some of that queso and put it into a bowl to heat up? I know I want some for chips. And Noah probably does too. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put all of this back in here. And stir it around some. Let it be friends. Put a very tiny bit of lime juice. If I had like fresh lime, I'd use that. But I don't have that. Maybe between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Will you pick this back while you're... Yeah, while you're sticking that in there. It was behind with the lemon juice. Alright, and now I'm going to throw the tomatoes in there. Well, we can use the spoon for, well, would it be enough for what? Sour cream? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. You can go ahead and get the sour cream and stuff out. So I'm going to let this stir in just a minute. I do want the tomatoes to cook some, but we're not going to cook them a lot. They're just going to cook a little bit. Sour cream and salsa if you want to. Look at how pretty the colors are. Red and green and a little bit of orange and the white, and the meat is looking delicious. Alright. And we don't heat our tortillas up. I know the packages say to, but that's not something you have to do. Probably would be better if we did, but we just don't. I don't know why we don't. But I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the refried beans. Alright, so put this over here so y'all can see it. I don't have a certain amount that, like, I don't have the measurements of this because this is made for like a restaurant. That's the size this is made for. It's not made for family style. So you put in your beans. Well, it actually says add boiling water, then you put in the beans and you cover it quickly. I'm not doing that. I'm going to add my beans first. Have a big enough hole here. Is it off? I you had it on keep warm. Let me. Why is this hole not big enough? I've used it before. I mean, it's plain that I've used it before. I'm having trouble this time. Oh no, now there's too much. Okay. Okay, and I am going to add a little bit of seasoning to this. I'm going to add a little bit of the fajita seasoning. Maybe a teaspoon or so. Mix that around. Let me get a cover. Alright, we'll put water in. This is boiling water. And stir it just a tiny bit. And I'm just going to let it sit there with my cover on top until everything else is done. And if I find they're too thick, I can add some more liquid. And it's not a big deal. If they're too thin, you just want to eat them anyway. What? What? I don't think they're going to be too thin. Alright, this is done. What?
Looks very good.
It looks delicious. I'm hungry too. I haven't eaten since breakfast. This should take probably about 5 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get other stuff situated, and I'll show you everything whenever we're done. Okay, so the boys are getting us something to drink, and these will thicken up just a little bit more. And here's the queso cheese, the chips, and they did get a little bit brown, which is good, and they smell good. Here's the fajitas, or the meat. It's not actually a fajita yet. Salsa, sour cream, tortillas, and we didn't do rice, but I don't think we need it. We got lots of things here.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond a bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way. No, no, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravity.
Okay, so I have the kitchen cleaned and all the hand wash stuff done and the dishwasher stuff in the dishwasher. It's not on yet, but I'll turn it on later. And I've got my cast iron in the oven drying, and I'll oil them before, well, after they cool off, I'll oil them again. But that's all I have for today. And I did want to say that if for some reason I did not have Bible study today, which it's actually not my today, it's your today. The reason why is because we're supposed to be having storms on Thursday, and Thursday's the day I have Bible study, and that's the day you'll be seeing this. So go to the community tab if for some reason I didn't, and I'll be able to put something there, hopefully. But I've done the Bible studies lives before when it was storming. Didn't even know how bad it was, but it was really bad at times, and I did them. And so I don't plan on not doing that. So my plan for the rest of the night is to take a shower, edit this video, study some more for Bible study tomorrow, and that's about it for tonight. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't, do them anyway, because you might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Do check the community tab, because I do have a couple of prayer requests on there. And I know that some of you have seen them already, but, you know, if you're a praying person, then you might want to pray for those people. I don't know. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you for hanging out with me, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.